Oh man, it's been a while since I haven't went on a whole live stream, man. Let me do my intro. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on which time zone you're living in. It's your boy Mystic back with another banger live stream for you today. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hopefully y'all having a good day. Hopefully y'all, I know some of y'all basically getting off from school or probably still in school. Some of y'all probably at work or wherever y'all basically at. Just having a good time. How y'all doing this Tuesday? Hopefully y'all doing good, being able to stay hydrated, and most importantly, keeping yourselves warm and toasty because it is cold outside. Keep in mind it's still warm, but it's still gonna be cold later on. So stay warm. And also, y'all probably wondering why am I going live on a special on a Tuesday like this? Well, there's some good news I want to tell y'all. Today is the 20th, and you want to know what's special about the 20th? Today is my birthday. That's correct, Amundo. Today is my birthday. I was going to do a gaming stream tonight for y'all, but that's probably going to be postponed, so stay tuned for that one. But I got some other interesting stuff for y'all though, so stay tuned for that one as well. But it's actually great that, you know, it's a Tuesday. And I do have some plans going on for this week. Like I said, I'm still going to be able to give y'all some live streams for this week before all the other stuff, though. Excuse me. Because the way I'm thinking on this, I will be giving y'all some back-to-back live streams. I'm trying my best to be able to give y'all some live streams as best as I can. There is going to be a live stream happening. There might be a live stream tomorrow, but I'm not really sure. Because there are some games I really do want to go back onto. However, this is another reminder for y'all. This Saturday, I will go live for this Saturday for my whole entire event. Be here when I go live. It's going to be a great event, man. It's going to be a huge, big event. I got a special guest that's going to be coming down to the party. Some of y'all probably know him, some of y'all probably don't. But those that don't know who he is, I can't tell you who he is. But let's just say he's been an old friend of mine since middle school. We go way back. Yep, we go way back since health class, 7th grade. Those were the classic days when we first met, where we broke the ice of being best friends. He showed off during free time. He showed off his Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I was very interested in his Yu-Gi-Oh cards because I'm a huge fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, and so is he. And not to mention, history, it was history after all that. That's how we ended up becoming best friends. And I had so many other best friends during middle school, and I met them all differently. But when it came to my number one best friend in middle school, the way I met him in middle school, the rest was history when it came to those Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It was all good. Patricia Preston, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Dang, 41 people just hopped in my stream, man. Boy. Hopefully y'all having a good Tuesday, though. Dang, 41 people just hop in here because it's my birthday. Yo, I appreciate that. Shining light in the world of darkness. Also, if y'all feeling a bit generous of hopping in my stream, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate that. We trying to reach the goal, which is hitting 200 subscribers before the end of 2026. And if we can reach 200, then the next goal will be reaching 300 subscribers before the end of 2026. So if we can hit both of those goals, I can appreciate that. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just... Yes. No, I didn't switch to clothes yet. Hey, I appreciate that for the birthday comments. W commentators, I appreciate that. I don't know how to pronounce it, but okay. Mm. But yeah, I got like, excuse me. Pardon me, I just ate before I did all this. Like I was saying, I basically got about. Wait, you're saying you subscribed? Is that what that arrow meant? Because I'll be taking a look at that after the whole entire stream ends. So bear with me for that one. I'm just cleaning out my room just to get some new furniture up in here. But yes, just stay tuned for some live streams. Though I'm trying my best to bring back some gaming live streams. Keep in mind the reason that I've been slacking on bringing back some live streams recently is because I'm trying to be able to wait for my check to kick in so I can be able to not only pay on bills but to buy a new headset, because my old headset is starting to die out. I had that headset for about possibly good about maybe 3 to 4 years since my brother moved out, which was like a long time ago, which was like a couple of years ago in my opinion. And that was his old headset that he gave me, and I decided to keep it for myself. But since that headset is starting to die out, I'm basically thinking about getting a new one. Because I spotted some really good headsets while I was, yeah. Yeah, trust me, I spotted some good headsets while I was doing some scoping around, if that's what people call it these days. Trying to find a perfectly good headset just so it could be good enough for me to do my streams and plenty of other stuff. But yes, I am going to continue bringing back some Q&A live streams. Do I play War Thunder? Actually, no. I don't even own that game. I used to have it on my PS4, but it was taking up too much space, so I had to, get rid of it. It was taking up too much space, and I couldn't be able to handle it because I was trying to get some newer games, and that game was just taking up too much space. So I said, you know what? I have to make room. Out with the old and in with the new, is what they always say. But don't worry, some other games I got for y'all is basically going to be making a comeback as we speak. So try not to bother me on that kind of question when it comes to asking about newer games, because like I said, I'm trying my best to bring them back and not pressurizing myself on bringing stuff back. Because keep in mind, with my work schedule is going to be coming back in. That's just what's happening. But right now, for this week, I ain't got to worry about work. All I'm just doing is just enjoying my week off and possibly bringing some gameplays back. It's not... There is one game I wanted to live stream, but it's not going to allow me to live stream on YouTube So I have to stick with playing it solo without any streaming. So yes, I'm trying my best to be able to bring back some stuff, maybe some old school Sunday gameplays. I'm trying to bring those back, but it's tough to make a schedule because I don't know what other game to put out for. I don't do voting polls on YouTube. I just put it out on my Instagram account and, let that be what it's supposed to be, if that's what they call it, I guess. But don't worry, the amount of games I got for y'all is some good ones. Like I said, I still got about I got 2 games in my cart right now. I got 2 games in my cart and I can't identify y'all on what they really are. But let's just say it's gonna be some good ones. I'm still gonna go back to doing all the other ones though. So have some patience for that one. And as for one of the games I basically want to go back to playing, I have to look up the guide of getting of the game. I can't even speak. I'm sorry. I mean, if you want to, feel free to ask any more questions. I'll be okay with asking. I'm trying my best to be able to multitask. And yes, I did change my profile picture. I got tired of the old one. I had to change my old one. Okay. My profile picture was old, and it was telling me something. A profile picture. My instinct was telling me, "Hey, this profile picture is old. You need to change it." And I said, "Okay, I'll change it." Just so that way it don't become annoying because I have that profile picture for the past, I don't know how long I had that profile picture. Trust me, it's a lot. Yo, Adam, thank you for joining the stream. Hope you're having a good Tuesday, my man. Yes, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Sweet mother. Yep, just getting rid of some old stuff and exchanging it with new stuff. Because as they always say, out with the old, in with the new. Hey, it's my boy Gohan. Thank you for joining the stream, man. I appreciate you for that short, and I appreciate you for saying happy birthday to me, man. W freaking man. So I appreciate that. If y'all want to subscribe to my boy Gohan, go subscribe to his channel. He makes some really good bangers live streams, and he makes some really good videos. Go show him some love and support. He's one of the realest big dogs I've known since day one. He had my back, and I got his back. Plain and simple. Like, I know plenty of people have been asking me, did I get any sleep today? No. Technically, I did got some sleep around like maybe 1 to 2 in the morning. And then by the time I woke up, it was like 3 or no. By the time I woke up, it was like 3 in the morning. Excuse me. By the time I woke up, it was like 3 in the morning. So yeah. on. I'm just making sure. Like I said, I'm cleaning out my room. And I would put on some music, but I'm just like, no, because I don't want to get copyright strike, especially on my birthday. Okay. But yeah, besides all that, there are some other stuff out there that I really want to do, especially if I can't even speak, if it involves with other stuff that are important. Because I'm doing some major cleaning and major I can't even speak. What? Major redecorating is what I meant to say. Sorry. I'm trying my best to speak. It's tough to speak when I'm basically trying to communicate. Like I said, feel free to ask me any questions if you want to. I'll try my best to be able to answer. Also, that's where my poppets. So that's where my poppets went to. I basically was looking for those when it came to New Year's Eve. I was wondering where those things went off. There's my water bottle. Got to clean that out. To go to glove. One of my old gloves, of course. To go my planner book. My planner book, aka my book to put in my work schedule. Trust me, I had a lot of people saying happy birthday to me, including my siblings. Hey, Azar Forsaken. Yo, thank you for the happy birthday comment, bro. Thank you for that, man. Shining light in the world darkness. I appreciate that. Excuse me. Mm. Oh, Zorro. That okay. I had to try to I had to try to make sure what your name was, but I didn't know that. But hey, my boy Zorro. Yeah, I appreciate that, Zorro. Sorry, I was just looking at my old third phone. I was looking through Facebook and I was seeing all the comments of people wishing me happy birthday and all that, and I appreciate that. Just family members and siblings. Appreciate that. Shining a light in the world of darkness to every last one of y'all. Oh yeah, you told me you lost your job. I feel sorry for you on that one.
If you was to live in the same area as I would have let you work at the same job I'm working at. But they would have probably put you in. They would have probably put you in the other one. I only go to the other one unless they basically low on. Oh yeah, yeah, you told me that one. I feel sorry for you, Zoro. Because if you was to live in the same area as I am, I would have let you work at the other job next to the. I would have let you work in the same location I work at. But they would have probably put you in. They would have probably put you in curtain call instead of you trying to put in the same place I work at. Because knowing curtain call, they basically be low on hands 24/7. Oh, I found my ring. And no, it's not a wedding ring. It's basically a Christianity ring, but the words are basically in Spanish, so I can't be able to read it. I just like wearing it for a reason. I can't quite tell if that notification is true because if they talk about that all Dragon Ball games are going to get remastered, if they get Tenkaichi 2 to be remastered, I'm adding that whole entire thing into my list. I don't care. Well, my teacher went off on the whole class when I got back. She said I was in trouble. Oh, so she went. So your teacher went off on the class. Oh, oh, oh. Excuse me. Oh, okay. So you not. So she. So what? So what I'm trying to figure out is that you're not in trouble. It's just the whole entire class that's in trouble. Okay, that makes sense. Trust me, I've dealt with that kind of situation. Yeah, poor classmates. I dealt with that kind of situation back in my high school, to one of my old classmates. I basically never told these kind of stories when it comes to my high school years. This basically happened in my senior year. We were basically trying to make sure that our schoolwork was getting all caught up. We were trying to make sure we were getting all caught up and finishing up our schoolwork and all that before we graduate and everything. And my friend, and then my other, and there's this student that has the exact same first name as I do, but he has the exact same first real life name as I do, but his last name is different. His name is Jordan Hutchins. Technically, he was trying to make it seem like that he basically was getting off scot free because he basically completed his work, and my teacher went off on him, and she was like, you never finish up your work like everybody else does," because she was trying to tell him that this is basically the time for everybody, including you, to get caught up like everybody else is to do your schoolwork. I'm basically trying to, like, at that kind of moment, me and my friend Cameron, we were just trying our best to hold in our laughter. We didn't feel like laughing, though. We just held it in while we was doing our schoolwork. Because Cameron was doing his schoolwork, I was doing my schoolwork, and I was listening to music at the same time because I had my old headphones at that time. I was listening to my music. I didn't know what I was listening to at that time. And my teacher went off on Jordan Hutchins for like 5 to 10 minutes because he basically tried to act like that he did most of the work for his schoolwork, knowing that he basically don't do his work sometimes because he always wanted to skip out. Oh dang, I feel bad about that. Oh, excuse me. But that's exactly what happened. After he got yelled at and got scolded by my teacher, that's when he basically apologized and decided to do his work. After class, though, After class, when we basically, I can't remember what next class I had after, but me and my friend Cameron, when we got to the next class, I think either we got to the next class or we got to lunch. We was dying laughing. We had to let out that laughter. We couldn't held that in. We was both like, man, that's his fault for that. Yeah. We was like, man, that's his fault for not doing any of the work because he want to act like that he better than everybody else. I was like, well, that was his decision. He basically wanted to try to act like that he did his own work and he didn't. Trust me, I got a lot of high school stories, but that was just one of them I got. That was just one of my high school stories I had to tell y'all. Because some of the other ones that I got, the other high school stories I have for y'all, oh, trust me, y'all ain't ready for it. These other high school stories I got stacked up for y'all ain't ready for it. I'm just saying. What do you mean code red? If I gotta throw hands with somebody, then that's exactly what I'll do. Trust me, people forgot. They used to call me. People must have forgotten when it came to them dodgeball days. They used to call me Mr. One Shot back in my glory days. When it came to them dodgeball days, they used to call me Mr. One Shot. I used to take people out with one simple shot when you step in my court. As soon as that whistle blows, I'm ready to throw. There goes round one. Ding, there goes round two. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best not to sing the rest of this song because I might get copyrighted. Yeah, when people look at me weirdly, I look at them back and then I start to roll my eyes backwards so I can look like I'm basically looking like the Undertaker. That's how I stare at people. When I stare at people like that, it's a sign saying you better back off or I'm going to have to start throwing hands. And trust me, people do not want me to get my sister to be involved because she's a brawler. Trust me. People forget they don't want me to get my sister to be involved. They used to call my sister. That's exactly what I'm saying, Jamar. We need a new Dragon Ball collection on newer consoles. If they were to announce that for this weekend, because the Dragon Ball event is happening this Sunday for this weekend. They did say it was supposed to happen for this Saturday, but they switched it to this Sunday. Because I'm like, I ain't going to have no time to watch it for Saturday because I'm going to be at my birthday party live streaming. So, with that being said, that's just what it is, man. But if we get a Dragon Ball collection on newer consoles, that would make things a lot more better. That would make things a lot more better, a lot more easier, and it would make it a little bit not too difficult for me to do streaming on. Trust me. I'd be happy to do that. Hmm. Excuse me. Yeah, I can agree about the old Call of Duty games. I mean, yeah, it's quite crazy that they're automatically doing more sequels. That they already talked about they're going to be doing 5 more sequels. Like, are you serious? I thought the last Call of Duty game was basically going to be the last one, but y'all talking about y'all finna announce 5 more sequels? Let me guess, these 5 new sequels won't be releasing till this year, next year, and 2029. Hopefully, it don't get released till 20. Hopefully, it doesn't get released until 2030, which is around the exact same year as my mixtape. When my first mixtape dropped. Trust me, Call of Duty always got beef with Fortnite, all because they basically got some newer stuff added onto it. Because keep in mind, Fortnite got South Park in it, which is one of my favorite TV shows. Plus, I have a poster of Fortnite. Not Fortnite, but South Park. I even have a DVD of South Park. That is true because The Simpsons have basically been releasing so many seasons. I basically have not watched The Simpsons in a long time, but I can say they're also a good series. Oh yes, Madagascar 4. I've heard about that one. I basically have not seen any of the Madagascar movies in a long time. Cars 4. I'm looking forward to that one. Surf Up series. They're making a Surf Up series. I haven't seen that movie in years, but they're making it as a series. Interesting. Shrek 5, I'm not looking forward to that one. They done a terrible job on that teaser trailer. And then Ice Age 6, I don't know if I want to look forward for that one. I mean, I phased out of Ice Age. The last Ice Age I've watched was the one with Queen Latifah fine self. We ain't gonna talk about that. But every last one of them is coming out in 2026. Okay. But y'all do know there's a Mario movie coming out, which is Super Mario Galaxy. For that one, I know there's going to be a bunch of other ones, but yes, that Street Fighter live action movie with 2 of my favorite wrestlers in it, that's going to be epic. I can't wait for that one. Because 2 of my favorite wrestlers is the American Nightmare himself, Cody Rhodes, and the tribal chief of the Entertainer, which is Roman Reigns. Someone you're seeing what with Jess? Depending on which movie exactly. Oh yeah, Super Mario Galaxy. That's coming out in April. Wait, now I thought about it. That's not only that movie is coming out in April, but that Michael Jackson documentary video or whatever it's called, the Michael Jackson movie, that one is also coming out in April. I can't wait to see that one. Oh man, I cannot wait to see that one. I basically got all the Michael Jackson albums except for Invincible, and I cannot wait until that movie comes out. I'm just gonna try my best to listen to every last one of those albums before the movie comes out. Oh yeah, trust me, the Cold War Call of Duty Cold War, that one is also really good though. I don't care what some people say calling it. Like some people always talking all that stuff saying, "Oh, Call of Duty Cold War is garbage. Call of Duty Cold War is garbage. That's because y'all never even played it. Nor have y'all ever touched it. Sure, I may have never touched any Call of Duty game, but the last one I played was Modern Warfare on the Wii. I remember playing that one. And then when it came to one of my family members that had an Xbox before, I used to play one of the other Call of Duty games that had the zombies in it. And trust me, that one was really epic, especially pulling that freaking ray gun out of that mystery box. That was a tough gun to pull out the mystery box. Because I would literally tell my teammates, listen here, do not touch them, do not kill the zombies. We open up the mystery box, get the ray gun, and boom, problem solved. And then when I heard a gunshot, I was like, come on, a ray gun, come on. As soon as I heard a gunshot, I was like, what's that noise? And then all of a sudden, one of my teammates was like, so I may or may not have killed the last zombie. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, are we serious? I just gave you one simple command, which was not killing the last zombie. Because I told him, do not kill the last zombie. We could have saved up that whole entire thing, gotten a ray gun. We could have opened up that mystery box, gotten a ray gun, and boom, problem solved. But no, you decided to kill the last zombie. So I'm like, so I know what's gonna happen now. Oh yeah, that is true. I'm just keeping my computer. I meant to say my composure because my nostrils is going crazy. True, I had the exact same experience, and then next thing you know, I ended up getting better and better. Mm. Oh yeah, I forgot Life is Strange I forgot Life is Strange 5 is happening. I haven't seen Life is Strange in a long time. I only remember the first one because I remember watching my sister playing the first one though. I didn't know because after my sister played that one alongside with Detroit Become Human, I didn't know anybody else that would play those games. But Detroit Become Human, that one is a phenomenal game, especially with those multiple endings and multiple events that you would have to do throughout the whole entire game. Which some of them are basically easy and some of them are basically difficult, and some of them are in the hardest difficulty. Oh yeah, I would love to. I would basically love to do that though. Oh yes, the shotgun. I mean, it is because I do love both of those weapons, but the shotgun, which is I call it the broomstick, is always one of the best weapons when it comes to Call of Duty games and Resident Evil. You can never go wrong with the boom. You can never go wrong with the boomstick. Because I would love to blast zombies and blasting those enemies just to be able to get them out my way. Like taste the broomstick, taste the boomstick, baby. I mean, now I don't have an Xbox. All I have is a PlayStation. All I have is a PlayStation and a similar version of a NES, which is not the official. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta take a bathroom break.